What makes you feel beautiful? Is it because of a good facial structure or a good personality or what? I would say that being beautiful is you accepting who you are and feeling good in the way you are. So, as an example today to get candid with us is none other than the Miss KYF, aka the Kirby Youth Festival, Miss Priya Baby. Pardon. So, today on the Candid Talk with Rasinja Indicatory, and today to get candid with us, as I told you, is the Miss KYF 2021 Miss Priya Baby. So the first thing that come into my mind when I see Priya Baby is, what makes you so beautiful? Are you always that beautiful, or are you putting an extra charm on today?
Thank you so much for your compliment. But my secret of beautiness is, I think it is because you are happy from within, and it's expressed or it's seen by the others onto you by your smile and your happy face and being confident.
Okay, so that was like a really good answer from Miss Priya Baby, as expected. And as she is a winner of the Miss KYF 20 and 21, that was an expected answer from her. And I would really love to know her personal life, about her family, and of course like friends. So Miss Priya Baby, won't you mind if I ask you about your family and about your friends? So would you tell us and the viewers?
Yeah. I have 5 family members in my home. That is my father, my mother, my elder sister, my brother, and me. I'm the youngest in my family, and yes, because of that, I have got a lot of love from my family. And regarding my friends, I have a few number of friends. That is, I prefer to go for quality than being in a quantity. So, but whoever I have got, those few are my, you can say, next to my family, important persons.
Yeah. So where did you come from?
I hail from Hanjang Langso, or say it is also known as most commonly Sarihazan.
Yeah.
And my village is Sarip Jarangarong.
Okay, so would you mind telling us about your name of parents, like mom and dad?
Yeah, my father's name is Mr. Sarsingbe, and my mother's name is Moina Hansepi.
Okay. Yeah. So, beyond all this thing, I would love to know that what is your passion, or what do you aim to become?
My aim is to be a good and professional nurse that is treating people with all your myth and all your true self.
Okay, so that was really so good of you thinking that way. So, and the second thing that I want to ask you, is this your first time participating in a beauty pageant?
Yes, this is my first and foremost in my life, since childhood till age.
Okay, so you win the title of Miss KYF 2021. So how do you feel right now?
I can't convey how I'm happy.
Yeah.
Yeah. Most importantly is that knowing that when I've been crowned on the stage live. I have my parents in there, and they came all the way from Sarihazan just to see their daughter participating there. And it was lucky enough for me to stand and beg the crown.
Okay. Having a supportive parent is really a God gift. So I want to know, how do you feel? How your parent feel when you was crowned as a Miss KYF 2021?
Right after the program, I went home and then I asked my father, "How do you feel?" He said, I was confident enough since the time you told me that you are going for an audition, and he said he was the happiest person. He felt like he was the happiest at the time, just seeing their daughter standing there and being loved by everyone and being crowned.
So while you were participating in the event, do you feel confident that you're gonna win the crown of the Miss KYF 2021?
To your question for this is no, because this is my first, and I have never experienced, not even in my college, in freshers and all. So I thought there was more someone who is better than me and who deserves better than me. But I think I did well enough while grooming. I learned good enough from our choreographer, that is Miss Trili BP. She taught us very nicely, and I think I have learned well from her, and I'm very grateful to her and thankful to her also.
That was actually an expected answer, because as a person who participated in the Miss KYF, I know, like, as I'm also the person who never have like experience in like participating in any beauty pageant, and I was like participating, I don't have any confidence at all. So that was like a really expected answer from someone who is exactly like me. So the next question that I would love to know from you is that, like, you know, you are from GNM, right? You're studying right now in the GNM,
Yes.
and that is like a total different you know, a total different profession from a beauty pageant. So while you were thinking that you're gonna participate in the Miss KYF 2021, like, you know, GNM and beauty pageant is like so extremely different a passion. And while thinking, what kind of motivation do you have when you participated in the Miss KYF 2021?
For that, it was nothing special. Like, yes, I'm going to participate, and it was not like that I was prepared from before. But then I like to include here our tutor, that is a tutor, or say you can principal ma'am from our GNM.
Oh, okay.
She gave us an information. We also got that too through a social media, but then she
okay.
informed us, and she said that if you like, then you can go. At first, when ma'am selected me, she told me and other of my friends too to try on. I was like, no, I can't. That was not me, because I haven't thought of it since the, you know, my childhood days, that I will go for a beauty pageant or something like that. But then why not, when like if you a chance to take the opportunity to go for it and see if you can, or even if you don't win, that it doesn't matter, because I think life is all about experiencing the new things in your life, and then you can learn from that particular field also.
Yes, that's so true. You know, life is all about like walking out and experiencing the new thing that you have never experienced at that was words. And that is exactly what Miss Priya Baby was doing, and that actually is a good thing. You know, we have to experience everything that we don't experience usually. So, and you know, like I want to ask you, like, you know, the election is coming soon. As you know, like this is going to happen in the March of like when this coming March. So I want to know your political views on, you know, like the politics here in Karbi Anglong. So what do you think about the politics here in Karbi Anglong? Is it good or bad?
My views regarding this political on it's not only on in Karbi Anglong or on the other outer states as well.
Yes.
Is like I'm not much interested before, or say even now. But the main thing, it is not that being interested and not interested doesn't define that you have to go or you have to be active on a political field anytime. But then in time of like now election or electing your person as a leader, you should know who is good and who is not good by yourself. You can judge how he treat the public and how that particular candidate looks and think about his people or her people. So I think I can't say that this particular party is good or this particular party is better than that one, but it all depends on you, whom you chose, and the outcome of the result or in the future regarding our lives, or as you see, like regarding the development or how the leadership will depend on the person you choose to lead you.
Okay, thank you so much. So recently, a topic that is circulating like a fire in social media, that is about the statehood, the demand of the statehood of Karbi Anglong district. So I would love to know, like, there are a lot of setting of political party here in Karbi Anglong itself. So which party do you think is more favorable to bring the statehood that is a long demand of the Karbi people?
As I have answered in the previous question, I would like to relate it in this topic as well, that we have experienced a lot since the past few years, and we know who is how. So regarding the statehood demand, we can set it or we can create a new history in this election by choosing the suitable person who you think is more confident or who is more strong and whose views who is more passionate enough and who really like to bring Karbi Anglong a state.
Okay, thank you so much for the answer. Actually, that is so true. I agree with you. You know, it depends on us and itself. We can create a history here in the election as well. We can choose a person who can bring a better improvement in the district of Karbi Anglong. And you know, statehood is a long demand of Karbi people, and this time is we can change the history. And so, you know, like the next question is like about women empowerment. So, you know, we hear a lot of time about the terms women empowerment, and we see in different fields that women are coming up in different fields. So, I want to talk about Karbi Anglong itself over here. So, do you find that women are getting empowered here in Karbi Anglong?
Yes, I think so. Because as we can see, we can relate from the current history and the previous one that women are coming more forward now in comparison with the past years. We can see a girl, child, or a young lady, or even a woman being independent and not depending on their family or on her partner. And everyone I see is capable. They can stand by their own. And what inspired me the most regarding this women empowerment in Karbi Anglong is that we have lots of leaders here as well, and we can see the hard work. Women are no less than men. In the previous years or in the past years, men or our human actually what you say that taboo, something like that, is that a woman are less than men in comparison to physical and maybe in the capability of a woman. But I don't think that is true. If you really want it, it doesn't depend on the gender, or it doesn't one's success doesn't count on gender basis. You can be a successful person no matter your gender. You might be a girl, but then you can stand and you can look for your family. You can look after your family. You can look after your people when you can become a leader. And I see women are more hardworking than men.
Yeah, that's so true. So, you know, women empowerment is, as I said, is the most talk about terms in every society. You know, women are more important, and you know, seeing women coming up in every field is so good to see. So, Miss Priya BP, I would love to ask you this. The next question is about like, do you have any role model?
Yes.
Who, if so, then who is she or he?
Most of us hear that they say it's a mother, but here it's not that my mother doesn't inspire me, but I would like to say it's my sister, my only sister, my elder sister. I learned from her a lot. She inspired me in her way. She is simple, very simple enough since childhood, and she is very patient. That is what inspires me the most, and I think that is the key that helps me being a nurse, not yet, but to learn or pursue in this course.
Okay, so this is the first time you're participating in a beauty pageant, right? So do you have any idea about like whether you're going to participate in the future?
As for me, this question is like a yes and a no, because personally, regarding my interest is yes, I do have, and I would like to go for it in the future. But then thinking about my persuasion, we have a lot of things to do, like you're attending your class with duties as well, and then your assignments. So it becomes a little bit difficult for me to adjust with the time. But I'll be happy and I'll be glad if I get a good time to participate in the future as well.
Okay, so if you get challenges in the future, you're gonna participate in it. Okay, so well, the next question is like about the culture. You know, like we often say that culture is the backbone of a society, and culture is a very potential or like play a very potential role in the development of a society or like a society or a nation. So can you just tell us a little bit about the importance of culture in a developing nation or a society?
Yes, culture is very important to one and all because no matter how successful you become, if you don't have a culture, you don't have your identity. So if you have a culture, and that is how and that is when that the people notices you and they know from which culture, from which background or which culture you are. And along with that, it is raising your people to follow you, and when you represent your own culture strong enough, then they don't have the power to break you. Like we almost all of us, I think we have gone through the chapter when we were in like class 10, the last lesson. There it is said that when you have your culture and your language with you, no one can break you.
I still remember the chapter because I have learned it, so it was a really beautiful lesson, don't you think?
Yes.
Okay, so talking about cultures, like do you have any kinds of like offer coming from different industries like Caribbean Film Society, or like have you ever get offered of acting like in any other album or like any other films?
Till date, I have not received one, or I can say that yes, or I got, but formally they didn't call me yet. But then they have given me the offer or a certificate of contract on the day of being crowned as a Miss KYF.
Okay. So if you get an offer or like a challenges to act in any Caribbean films or like any albums, do you think you're gonna act in it? You're gonna take the offer?
Regarding acting and shooting a video album, I would like to say that I am not interested in that field. It's because maybe I think I can't, and I have not thought about it yet.
Well, let's have a break for a short while and we'll be right back here in the Candid Talk with us in Giant Ticket.
O ek sabun penjang tu nang pitha Karyana bol do jima
Abe ek tetni
O ek light abor do ek jima Kako iskola bega son long ek jima
Ola bang abe dat jibon ni nang linai polote hithian dan nang ko jibon
Ai tema hithian ke dam jeta ka hello bhara le ador ki sono nante E oi Pila oi, konat akola da long lorong khelana long aja da hormuta kelong lap jike.
Bai oi, India Pangchu Enterprise dak rong khelana hithi aru se dolomati oi. Nang ta kya aja le nang chi sita long epo. Kalang lo, nang litum la dak hema long ki nang sot or hormu penching lo, kitab buhi, gift items, electrical item, kitchenware, ason hormu anta long ponji. Kasi humrik non MS Pangchu Stationery pen non puthot akimi kangpu pontu jet Pangchu Enterprise akulat Difu Manja Road Rongkhelan lapen Jorsongasong Road Difu. Welcome back after a short while. So let's start it with what we have been doing on. So welcome back. Okay, so the first thing that I want to ask you after a break is like, do you have any hobby? I forgot to ask you about your hobby.
Yeah, I have a hobby, and my hobby is that embroidery. I like to stitch embroidery very much. I'm very fond of it, and I started doing it since like 2017. And other than that, I don't have any specific or any special, but then I do like to listen music.
Okay, so regarding work-related thing, there are certain works that we love to do, but regarding work, we usually feel lazy. Not all, but a person like me who always feel lazy when it comes about work. So I want to ask you, what are the kind of work that excite you the most? Just like when I go to a lot reporting, I feel a little bit lively and cheerful, and that excites me so much. So do you have anything such thing like that?
Yes, the work that excites me the most is doing my own clinical duty.
Okay.
Yes, it is because like you get to interact with different kind of people in the hospital, though they might be a patient or their attendants, and our staff nurse and doctors as well. And I like it very much because going there, I get to learn very much lot, not only regarding my studies, but also how people are and how their mindsets is because when you interact with other person, you get to learn more. You might be a great learned person, but no one is perfect, and it is not that we have learned enough and we have learned it all. It is never like that you don't have anything more to learn something new, or you don't have anything more to learn from others.
Okay, since you have decided to become a nurse, so why do you choose to become a nurse?
It was not specific that I will be a nurse in my future when I was a kid, but then I really love the profession of medical personnel since childhood. And the first and foremost thing is that my father also do love a person who works in medical field. I do not know much when I was young, but it was my father who started it, we can say, because even when we were a little girl, my father used to tell me that, oh, you will become a doctor in our family. You will look after us, you will look after them, you will look after your younger ones, and you will most definitely look after the needy. And that will be the most blessing you will be receiving in your life. You might not be a very rich person, but helping other will give you happy, because you will not know it now, but you will know it when you will become older. He used to say like that. And yes, sometimes I used to get tired now because it is very tiresome.
I know.
And sometimes you have to it used to become difficult for you to deal with how the people treat you. Sometimes we used to get looked down, but remembering all those words from my father, it used to give me new strength to continue.
Okay, actually that is true, because like whenever we're doing something that excites us, we love to do no matter what the problem is. So other than being a nurse, do you aim to become anything? Like, do you have any other passion that you love?
No.
You don't have anyway. So okay, so I will be asking you the next question, that is like we are the generation belonging to 21st century, and that's a good thing and a bad thing about our generation. So can you tell me the good thing and a bad thing, like at least anyone, like of the good thing and a bad thing of our generation?
First, I would like to go for the good thing is that our generation now is more sociable to each other, and we are more open, we are more frank than in comparison to the old generation. And I see most of the taboos or the misconceptions that we have in the early days, this has been like almost erased and removed from our society as well as our generation. But along with that, there comes the negative sides of our generation. That is that our generation, I see most of us are like used to mistreat and mishear to our parents. we used to, most of us used to think that we know more than our parents too, but it is not true. And yes, we might be more educated than our parents, but then we have to listen to them because they are the first and they know that what is good and what is bad. And the other demerit of our generation, I would like to say, is that our generation tends to choose or go for addiction in our in younger age, which is I see as a fear or fearful future in the coming days, because when you go or when you are in a addiction, then it might in future leads to social problems that you will have in our society.
Okay, so thank you so much for letting us know and the viewers and then I want to ask you thing is, social media has made our life so easy. You go anywhere and you can call anyone and have interaction with anyone. But because of social media, that is a good there are a lot of good goals that is we get from social media, but also there are some kind of effect that we are getting from it. So can you tell us a little bit about the effect that we're getting from social media?
The side effects that we get from social media are misuse of this social media, and I think it also creates a misunderstanding in people's relationship. We can see even in personal relationship, it creates trust issues, and then it also happens to know in some families that they are facing this family problem regarding this social media. Some tends to pretend like they are. I'm going to say regarding the marriage relationship of partners. Some used to pretend like they are singles in the social media, and they used to check out another person. They used to have affairs, and this is the demerit that brings in the family.
Since you talk about relationship, are you single?
Apparently, I would like to say yes, but that's
okay, that is so personal. Maybe I'm getting too personal, but that's okay. It is a good news for all the handsome boys in Caribbean Long that she is single. The Miss KYF 2021 is so single. So, I forgot to tell you that you're looking so beautiful today.
Thank you.
And last but not least, I want to ask you, since you participated in a beauty pageant, I want to know what's your take on the terms called beauty. So would you tell us a little bit about what beauty means here?
Beauty to me doesn't mean having a cute face or having a beautiful face. It defines from the inner you. It comes from within. Beauty to me is, as the quote says, that beauty is what beauty does. Yes, that reflects your beauty reflects from you when you do good things to the others, regardless of your own self, without caring about our own self. It means putting others before yourself.
Okay, so Miss Priya Baby is a perfect example of a girl with a beauty and a brain. So first of all, I would like to say, and that is, thank you so much, Miss Priya Baby, for being here today and taking your time and being here on Cat News. We are so much grateful that you come here today. So do you have any message that you want to give to our viewers or the younger generation?
Before going to that, I'm sorry that I forgot to address it in the beginning, but I would like to thank your channel, that is Cat, for having me and for giving me the opportunity to have a talk with you. I'm very happy and glad I got the opportunity. And I would also like to thank our that is contest organizer, Jakbe Asong, Tourism NGO, for giving us such a good platform. Because if they don't organize this program, then we might not be here to be known as a Miss KYF. And then I would also like to thank our choreographer who groomed us very well and making the event successful. And I would also like to thank my GNM school principal for giving me the opportunity to participate in this. And I also like to thank to all of the people who I might know or may not know that have been supporting me. And I would like to thank for giving me so much love. My opinion that I would like to give to our viewers as well as our generations and our younger ones is that we should be more focused in our life, in our career. We should take much more important in studies. I would love to say that, because when talking, we have discussed a lot of topics in this talk show, and we have come to a lot of being demanding of the statehood or electing the most eligible leader in our election, as well as about the merits, demerits of social media and our generation. So for that, I would like to say that education is the basic. It is the base of all. When you are educated well enough, then you will know what is good and what is bad. It will be very easy for you to define, other than believing in the rumors, and you will know how to define which one is true and which one is not true. So I think.
So that was a really beautiful message from Priya Baby. So I would like to tell you that Miss KYF every year is organized by the Jakbe Asong NGO, and as I said, that Miss Priya Baby is the winner of the Miss KYF, aka the Kirby Youth Festival 2021. So I would like to wish her that in the future that she may overcome all the troubles, and if she ever participate in any fields or in any fields of life, I would love to wish her a very good luck, and I hope that you succeed in every field that you wish to become.
Thank you so much.
Thank you. So that was a wrap for a Candid talk with our Sinja Indicator piece. So keep watching Cat News.